next pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select...
That's So Dolphins Talk with John Baker and Trigga Trey Proctor.
Let me check your pulse if you're not fired up.
Dude, are we good?
Dude, we're the best team in the league.
If you don't have eye black at home, you better go get some eye black.
Oh my god. Put him on the Uber and get him at.
Hello and welcome into another edition of That's So Dolphins Talk with John Baker and Trigga Trey Proctor. And same old, we dropped another one. And I admittedly did not watch the game. I was at a family function majority of the game, actually the entire game. And so I did not get to see anything that happened. I was only getting updates from Triggs, and I was just following along on Bleacher Report play-by-play. So, Triggs, what the hell happened?
Dude, vitamins been flowing. And let me tell you, I'm drinking a lot of Mickey's. So we dominated. I'm not kidding when I tell you, defensively, one of the best games of football we've ever played and didn't have a turnover.
I'm looking at the stats.
They were
everything.
Their first 4 drives, they went 3 and out.
That hurts. I'm literally looking at the stats here, and the Finns dominated all of the categories except for turnovers. We had 3 turnovers and 10 penalties.
Oh, dude, the penalties. Well, so, all right. First, Skylar was moving the ball really, really well. I was surprised. First drive was a little shaky. And then that second drive, we're driving. He hits River Craycraft on a big crossing route, and Riv takes it down to the 3-yard line, which I didn't see him the rest of the game. I don't know what in the hell happened to him, but takes down the 3-yard line, and we had, I don't know. I don't remember the sequence. It might have been holding. It might have been, we had an illegal man downfield. We had 2 holding penalties. We had a false start. It was ridiculous. And then Hunter Long was coming across the middle, or it might have been Tanner Connor. I forget who it was. One of the two was coming across the middle on 3rd down. He drops the ball. He probably would have, with the catch and run, gotten the first. The drive, we were moving the ball so much. There was just so many mistakes, and the defense just kept holding them. So a big turning point was, I think, their second drive. We tackle Kirk Cousins in the end zone, and the exact same thing as Teddy. He tries to throw a ball away. No one's around, and they don't call grounding. Should have been a safety. I don't understand the NFL and their officiating. How can it be this inconsistent?
It's every year. It's always so inconsistent in play calls, no matter what. And I was under the impression that Teddy wasn't playing today. I just wasn't paying attention. I thought that he didn't play at all because I didn't know if he ever got cleared from protocol. How much bullshit is that?
Dude, it makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, Teddy came in with 12 minutes left, or I think it was 12 minutes left in the second quarter.
I'm not out here, advocating for more Teddy Bridgewater playing time, but I don't know.
Skylar looked good, man. And then
how bad was the offensive line?
Atrocious. I think we gave up 7 sacks.
Yes, I believe that it 6. Oh no.
Liam Eichenberg's got to go in the Uber. Liam's got to go in the Uber.
Either we had 6 sacks or they had 6 sacks. It's on Bleacher Report. It's leaning their way, so it looks like they had 3 sacks.
Yeah, we gave up 6 sacks. Yeah.
Oh, we gave up 6 sacks. Okay. That hurts. I think what's the most disappointing part is that from what it sounds like, and based off of the stats, we had 458 yards of total offense, and we had 385 yards passing, and we only scored 16 points.
Yeah, it's
Jason Sanders, he needs to get
Uber.
on the Uber.
Get him and Liam Eichenberg on the Uber. Hey, speaking of Ubers, your boy Noah Iguodala might have saved his career. He had a couple really big plays.
And also the pride of Cedar Cliff, which is completely false. I was mid rant last week and got Mike Gesicki and Adam Brenneman mixed up.
How
Classic
about
me.
you
How about
trashing
me?
Gesicki
How about
and him
me
going
just-
off?
Right, me confusing big whites.
You said when I corrected you after the podcast, you said same thing. And then
Yeah.
he comes back and just
Did he score
drops
2 touchdowns?
Two tutters.
I dropped him in fantasy last week.
Dude, don't pick him up. If you have
Nope.
any Dolphins players, drop them all.
I have Mostert and
Might have to
Waddle.
Oh my God, might have to drop both of them.
I don't even know. Like literally, when I'm looking at these stats tell me we should have won. We ran 73 plays to their 50. The only thing that really looks like it hurts is that we had a lot of penalties and we had a lot of turnovers.
Yeah. And most of those penalties were on one drive. I think we had 6 on one drive. We were on the 3-yard line, man. Oh my God. It's just so many things went wrong in this game. But really,
Is Needham okay? I know you told me mid-game that Needham broke his ankle.
I think they didn't give any injury news, but it looks. I mean, he got carted off. So it's either a very extremely bad high ankle sprain or he broke it. Or I guess they said it's either an ankle or an Achilles. So, but hey,
you got to go sign somebody.
Oh my God, dude, we lost 5 DBs. Like we have to sign somebody. You got to remember also we signed Mackenzie Alexander too, and he got hurt in the first practice.
Well, he's done. They said he's not going to play at all this season. I know. Somebody better call Joe Hayden.
I know. I was just watching Joe Hayden on Blippy teaching football like 2 months ago. So he still got it.
Dude,
get him in there.
So it looks like Hill had a normal game, 12 for 177. Waddle,
dude, he's the heart and soul of this team, bro. Him and Tua, like he was hyping people up. Like I don't know, man. I'm a big Tyreek Hill is much more than what I expected him to be coming here. I'm so pleased with that signing. And dude, so here's the way I look at it. I don't know if
we're not going to talk. There's no sense. I have nothing to add for this game because I didn't watch a single second of it. So these last 3 weeks, throw them at.
Yeah,
First 6 games, throw them at.
Yeah, we're 0-0. Like no season has. The good news is we're not 1-5 losing to the Jacksonville Finger Bangers in London like we were last year.
Yeah, that is true.
So look, we're 3-3. Again, not where we want to be after starting 3-0, but not hateful when you look at where we were hoping to be at the beginning of the year. So, it is what it is.
I mean, but really, if we're being realistic, we probably would have thought being 3-3 would have been a win. Because I don't think we were going to look at the Bills game and the Ravens game and with a convincing face and say we're going to win those games.
Right.
And, the Patriots felt like a toss-up game.
Right.
So realistically, 3-3, I mean, it could be worse. You're still in it. You're not out of it.
We're so easily still in it. Like, the Jets are a lot better than I thought. So that makes that win or that loss not hurt as bad, especially without Tua. But like, I think that
we play them much better and easier with Tua.
Oh, 100%, dude. Like it's 2 completely different teams. That's why it's hard to even like have an outlook on this team without.
It's even
Tua.
hard to even evaluate like where we are. It's the same. It feels weird because like, how do you know where we are when? Like, how do we evaluate this team every year? We're always sitting here like, what is this team? We have no way to like, what are they?
Right. And one thing I can tell you is that some of those sacks were definitely on Teddy because his pocket presence is atrocious. He is Ryan Tannehill 2.0. But anyway, as I was saying, I really think there's two. I think losses can be different, and it's the same loss, right? Like we were in this when we were losing by 14. I felt depleted, thinking like, dude, we're gonna lose by 14. Or if we had lost like 17-3 or something, like, you know what I mean? Like how the game was trending. Like that's a demoralizing. Like we have no hope. Like who knows what we're gonna be? But like this team continued to fight, and we had an opportunity for an onside kick at the end, and I think we got some positive momentum going, scoring those 2 tutters. Like I think as bad as it sounds, like that's going to be huge to carry in to give us a little bit of confidence. And Hill and Waddle still got some love, so it's not all lost.
Did the Buccaneers lose to the Steelers?
They did. And Kenny Pickett got hurt, but I don't know how serious it is, so we might be getting Mitch Trubisky. If we lose to Mitch fucking Trubisky,
dude, there's I if you're listening to this podcast and the Miami Dolphins lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers next Sunday night on Sunday Night Football, when we have the return of Tua, because that's the big news here. Tua is for sure coming back next week. I guarantee you, if you thought my Mike Gesicki rant was bad, somebody's getting sent to the fucking sun. They're getting on the slingshot right into the big fiery ball in the sky.
We might have to cancel the podcast.
I'm going to be pissed.
It can't happen because that's all I have, dude.
All that it has been in my life this week is losses. I have not experienced one win this week.
Me neither.
Well, no, you have. You have.
Oh yeah, the Phils. Got my Phil.
I have experienced nothing but loss this week. Actually, I did have 2 Flyers wins. That's all I had. Man. Well, I mean, I guess the bright side is that Noah seemed to had made some plays. That's at least something. How about Sam Madison getting up in there and coaching him up, kid?
Yeah, dude. And listen, I mean, one of the plays should have been an interception. I don't know what in the world he was doing. He did have a really bad PI, but I think he kind of felt like he got some positive momentum going a little bit and got a little bit of his ego back, which is cool. Like, that's good to see. But we are in trouble. Like, we have got to sign some people because
I don't understand. Like, we get so aggressive to sign people at the beginning of free agency, and then as soon as the season starts, we're just we're all right. Yeah. I don't understand what we're waiting on. There's got to be somebody out there that could play offensive line. There's got to be somebody that could stop balls. Well, I guess Cater or Kohu is probably come back next week.
Hopefully. And I don't know how bad Keon's knee injury is. Hopefully it was just like a sprain or something and he'll be back. But dude, speaking of offensive line, switch over to the other side of the ball. I don't understand. We're not in practice, but boy, does it just seem really simple to put Dieter back at center and put Connor Williams over to guard for Eichenberg and literally send Eichenberg to the Jesse Davis land of misfit toys. Like, I feel like that's a simple fix. And I don't know why we're not doing. I don't know what hope we have for Eichenberg at this point. He's got to have nudes on somebody. There's no other excuse.
Oh my. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why is he out there? I get that they spent a high draft pick on him, but like, he sucks. I mean, he's bad.
Cut your losses. He's Jesse Davis. Like,
we figured we got rid of him. We figured we got rid of Jesse Davis. Nope. We swapped him out for a Liam Eichenberg.
Like, literally,
this Dolphins team always has one of those shitty linemen.
He is 130. Now, I hate Pro Football Focus. I just want to tell you that because I think they're dog shit. But he is 138 out of 139 offensive guards right now. Oh, you cannot tell me there is not a human being on the planet better than him available.
There has to be.
Why? I just don't understand why they're not putting Dieter at center and Connor over guard. I don't get it. What do I know? I guess
I guess that's why we're sitting on our couches. I just don't. I don't.
Let me tell you one thing. It is concerning. Mike McDaniel abandoned the run very, very quickly. It worked out because we got back into the game a little bit, but you would think, like, dude, their defensive ends were just pinning their ears back every play. And that worries me. I hope that he's not going to get so pass happy. Don't get me wrong. I love slinging the Tatey. I love it. But
I do love slinging the Tate. But I mean, I guess at the same rate, like that is a little bit concerning because that's really what happened in the. I mean, you can't fault them for the Baltimore game because they absolutely abandoned run. They had to throw it every play because you had to stay in it. But that is a little concerning to hear because whenever I saw that Mostert only had 14 attempts and we only had 70 some rushing yards, that does bring some cause for concern, especially for the fact that we were, in a tight game most of it. From what I was following it, like it didn't seem like there was a lot of scoring until the fourth quarter.
yeah, it was, I think 10-3 going.
I mean, at 10-3, I mean, for God's sakes, like that game at least from my vantage point where I'm just watching on my phone, like I'm just watching the box score on my phone. 10-3 seems like a manageable game.
Well, the thing that screwed us is it was 7-3 and there was like 28 seconds left or something like that. And we get probably like a 12-yard completion to Waddle, I think. And then we come back and run a very similar play and it bounces off Waddle's chest and they get like an insane interception. And where two people caught the ball at the same time and it bounced off 4 helmets and all this bullshit. And then they get a field goal going right in a half. So it's 10-3 when it should have been 7-3, even though we get the ball. And then we come out of half and go 3 and out. And I'm just like, oh, God, this is bad.
You said so many times, fuck this team. And then would follow it up with this team is rolling.
The defense was rolling, bro, but the offense stinks. Like, without Tua, stinks.
Yeah, it does. So like the Dave Hyde tweet that you sent me where it said after 3 drives, 2 quarterbacks, 5 penalties, 150 yards of offense, and 65 of them and 65 more were negated by penalty. The Dolphins are on the scoreboard. The Vikings, by the way, have 15 yards of offense and they were only winning 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah. 15 yards.
Were we getting pressure?
Oh, buddy, so much pressure. Dude, Raekwon Davis, full-blown pressure. Christian Wilkins played his face off again. I just want them to sign him right now. Like, I don't understand what we're doing. Like,
I don't know.
What have we got to lose? Just sign his ass. Everyone knows salary cap's not real. Who cares? Give him all the money. Like, he's a stud, and he's a heart of the defense. When Waddle fumbled that ball at the end, he was the first one there to put his helmet back on and pick Waddle's head up for him. Like, we need him. Waddle's fine. They said it's a shoulder, but he came back in after the 2-minute warning because he's a dog.
He's making me nervous. He's only a second-year player. He's
fine. His arms are sweaty. It was a good swing of the club to get the ball out.
Swing of the club.
God.
But do you think that the Dolphins are going throwbacks next weekend?
They are. It's already confirmed.
Perfect. Perfect. The big return of Tua is next week. The return of Teron Armstead is next week as well. Austin Jackson next week. Do we make a big shakeup on the line?
Buddy. So, Action Jackson back at right tackle.
A-Town
Dan. How about us? Happy that Austin Jackson is back. Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't know if I'm happy that he's back, but I feel like it brings some stability to the line. I don't know what that. I mean, I'm more excited that Armstead is back because not that Armstead can cover up for Liam's incompetence and just lackluster performance, but
there's just no way. Oh, by the way, so apparently I read on Twitter. I didn't know this, but I guess Robert Hunt is apparently playing at a Pro Bowl level at right guard right now, which I was not aware of.
Well, I would believe it because every time you see anything about lineman play on Twitter, it's always about how good Robert Hunt is. And that is good for us, but
So then, what?
Why can't we put Austin Jackson at guard and leave Greg Little at tackle?
No, because Austin Jackson is a much better right tackle than he is guard.
Okay.
But there's dude. It's Dieter at center, Connor Williams at left guard. Like that.
And then
can you
leave
imagine?
Hunt, and then you leave
And leave Hunt at right guard.
Dude, that left side would be locked in.
Connor and Teron, like, what are we doing? I don't understand.
Why are they so convinced that Connor Williams is a center?
I don't know. And his snaps were still a little high today.
I don't know. That makes me really nervous that we're so committed to Connor Williams being. Are they putting Connor at center to make the calls?
Maybe.
Because I'm assuming he's got to make calls on the line.
Yeah.
And I feel like
why can't he still make the calls from the guard spot?
I don't know. Would it be harder for him to see the angle and the alignment of the defense from the other side?
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably why they're so committed to him being center.
I know, but at what point are we just getting our team ruined? I don't see.
Because let's be honest, Dieter not very good either.
No, but is the combo of Dieter and Connor at his Pro Bowl position better than Connor out of position and Liam Eichenturd? I don't understand it, dude. Why do we get all this shitty whites? It's bullshit.
Yeah, that does. I don't understand. There's got to be somebody out there. They have to go lineman in this draft or corner.
Lineman and corner and trade. I'm not talking about the draft. Why are we talking about the draft?
Yeah, I don't know. We need to make some moves. We got to do something. Call up them Panthers.
We need cornerbacks bad.
Really badly. We need to make some cows. Cash considerations.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, he better be on the phone on the way home tonight. Like, hey, honey, I'm not going to be back till tomorrow. I got to call GMs because we need cornerbacks because we are down 5. And if we sign some Tom, Dick, and Harry off someone's practice squad, give me a veteran now off the street. See what he's got.
Give us Sherm.
No, keep his ass on the fucking desk. I don't want his ass. Joe Hayden, I don't hate, but I think he retired officially, actually.
I believe he retired because he didn't want to be a number. He wants to be a number 1 no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh my man. Well, if you were looking for us to come on here and scorch earth, I don't think that's.
No, I don't. It
didn't feel like this loss doesn't feel. This, I don't know. I feel like I think it's. I mean, we would absolutely be scorching earth if it wasn't for the fact that Tua was coming back this week.
Oh, dude, if we didn't have Tua to look forward to, I'm not making it through the week. I got to work in Pittsburgh all week. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, you gotta go out to Blitzburg.
Oh, if we win Sunday night, I'm grittying down Main Street. I'm grittying across all the bridges. Dude, Mike Gesicki's gritty is so white.
Dude, it's so great. Am I back on the Gesicki bandwagon?
No, stay the fuck off, because he clearly likes shutting you up.
Yeah, fuck you, Gesicki, piece of shit. Stupid idiot. Can't block for shit. You better wake the fuck up.
Maybe he can play guard.
Listen, he'd be just as bad as Lincoln Turd. Listen, if Mike Gesicki, if you're listening to this and you hear this.
He's not listening to this.
If you're out there listening to this, which you for sure aren't, you still fucking suck. And your 2 touchdowns today and your fantastic gritty won't change my mind. You're still on the fucking Uber and you're getting at. We ain't resigning your ass. That's all I gotta say. I ain't got nothing else.
Fins up.
Gesicki in his New Jersey ass. Talk about Adam Brenneman. Cedar Cliff. I really want to go off on somebody, but I don't have anybody to go off to because I didn't watch the game. I just want to go off about James Franklin.
Oh, buddy, no, this is not that day.
Mm. All right, well, let's take a look at the schedule here.
Yeah.
We're so lost today. We got nothing going on.
I mean, it's hard.
It's
Let's
yeah.
be
There's really nothing for us to really get upset or like concerned about because there's no way to really evaluate this team after these last 3 weeks because nobody has been healthy enough to play. We've been playing with dog turd players.
I don't think we're starting this podcast if Teddy Bridgewater is our starting quarterback week 1. So it's hard.
I might. Ain't no way. But in all honesty, though, there is really nothing to be. I mean, whenever we've been out there and we've had our full team, we're 3-0. Since having our team out there that's been, really bad, we've been 0-3. So, I feel really good about getting, letting Jackson stay out an extra week, let Armstead and his bunion heal up for another week, and letting Tua, great news on Tua, by the way, for not
Huge.
It was huge that he was determined by 4 other outside opinions from obviously like the lead guy. I can't think of what his name is in Pittsburgh, but he basically was like, you're not gonna have long-term damage. Like you don't. Like,
also, why did I not know Tua was in Pittsburgh? Because I would have been trying to get.
You'd have been at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, which hospital was he at?
It's the same one that they sent Daniel Bryan to from WWE.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name, but yeah, they said he was out there and he went to somewhere else too. He got 4 different opinions and they all cleared him. And then all 4 of them gave clearances and then he passed the NFL's protocol. So
yeah, he's fine.
We're sitting at 3rd place in the division, same old. We're 3-3. Jets are 4-2. Bills, I don't know what the score of that game is right now, but they're 4-1. Our schedule, we got Steelers, Lions, Bears, Browns. We could be staring down the barrel of a 7-3 record going into the bye week.
I said, get ready for a 6-0 run. We might be 9-3 because then who's after the bye?
Texans, Niners, Chargers.
Yeah.
Bills, Packers, Pats, Jets. Finishing off this season against Jets and dropping the dong on them will feel really good.
Dude, I'm telling you, it feels like we're going to be 9-3.
I don't know about 9-3, but I feel pretty confident in looking back in 3 more weeks or even 3 or 4 more weeks. If we can say if we can say going into the bye week that we're either 7-3 or 6 and I would rather say 7-3 than 6-4. But if we're obviously sitting at one of those two, these last 3 weeks don't mean anything then.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter
because then we got a clean slate coming out of the bye week, which I feel like will be a huge part because
I want so much rest and relaxation. I want so many massages for the guys. I want hot tubs. I want steak dinners.
Yeah, take them all. Take the team to Prime 112. Get them all nice steak dinners.
Mm-hmm.
Let them heal up.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bye week is week 11, but the schedule feels much, much, much better. Now these last 2 games these last 3 games. I 100% believe with all my heart that if we have the same team that we had the first 3 weeks, we absolutely win all those.
Yeah, dude, we're 5-1. We're a 5-1 football team.
Yep.
Easily.
And absolutely. And so, there's nothing to really be concerned yet. We're getting everybody back next week. The Brian Flores revenge game next Sunday night, 8:00 at the Rock.
Primetime football.
Which that makes me so nervous, man. Anytime we play primetime, I get so nervous.
I know, but it just feels like us in the classic jerseys. The whole world watch it. Like, dude, I don't want to say the NFL's fixed, but listen, does it not seem a little interesting Tua dies on primetime football, and then Dolphins lose the next 3. Now we're 3-3. The return of Tua after the last primetime game, everyone thought he died. Now he's returning on the field to play football again, and it feels like a comeback. Like they're trying to make Tua the comeback story and like the poster child for, hey, our protocols can work. Look what we did. Bang, he's back. And then he goes for tree fitty and tree tutters on national football.
Or is that a prediction?
I'm predicting tree fitty and tree tutters.
Wow. 350. 3 tutters. You're predicting that?
Yep. 2 for Hill, 1 for Waddle.
Ooh.
And I'm predicting. I said projecting and predicting that we're beating the Steelers by 10 on Sunday Night Football.
Okay. I would say that the Dolphins would 24-10. Sunday Night Football. Fins win. It's just Tua comebacks feels like a win.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. He's gonna
That's
be
what I'm
so.
saying. That's what I'm saying. If we come back lost, we're scorching earth on everybody.
Oh, if we come back lost,
McDaniel, he's on the hot seat.
I don't know. I still think we're a year away, but regardless, like, let's go.
Yep. Nope. I agree. But yeah. So, all right. Well, the Dolphins may have lost the last 3, but that doesn't mean we can win the next 3. And I feel really confident that we'll win the next 4. We'll be staring down the barrel of a 7-3 record. We'll be sitting in second place. We're going to surpass those Jets. They're going to be hanging around us, and then we're going to knock them out of the playoffs at the end of the season. I don't feel very confident in that, but I'm going to say it for content purposes only. So if you're hearing this and, send it to Freezing Cold Takes, please do. You got anything else, Triggs?
I've already tweeted it. It's out in the Twitterverse. I think we win our next 6.
At Sad Fins Fan on Twitter.
At Sad Fins Fan on Twitter. I think we win our next 6.
Wow.
I mean, that schedule is soft, and the Chargers are not good, and we always have their number. I think we win the next 6.
Hopefully, that is not a prediction. That is a spoiler. But yep. All right. Well, we're rallying. We're not down. We're not down now. We're not. We may be down, but we're not at. And we will see you next week. Hopefully for a huge Fins win. Sunday. I'm not even gonna say hopefully. We will see you back here next Sunday night after a huge Fins win. Sunday Night Football in the retros. Just gritty and all over Pittsburgh.
Tua, tree fitty, and 3 tutters.
And huge Fins win. We're gonna be back here next Sunday. Book it. Fins win. That's so Dolphins talk. Sunday night collision course. Have at it. See you later, Brian Flores. Take your L and eat it. Fins will be back on track.
Fins
Book
up.
it. Book it.